Hello everyone, back to the latest vlog updates. I just want to bring everybody up to date with the diet and with weight loss and all of that. So I did a video a few months ago, I can't remember exactly when it was, have a look in a moment. But I did a video a few months ago saying that I was dieting and I was trying to get myself down to 12 stone. And I said that when I reached 12 stone I would let everybody know. So this is just a quick update video about the diet and the weight loss. So I shall get on with it for you very shortly. If you're enjoying the vlogs on the Gavin Parks channel, which we do not get enough time to do, unfortunately, because I'm always very busy with the day job, which is the weather videos. But if you are enjoying the vlogs on the Gavin Parks channel, then please give us a like on the videos. Make sure you let us know in the comments what you think. And don't forget to tell your friends about this channel, and make sure you're sub to this channel. We're trying to get the subscribers to 1,000 so we can start being remonetized. A few years ago, a couple of years ago, I think it was, YouTube demonetized all YouTube channels that had fewer than 1,000 subscribers, and that affected the Gavin Partridge channel as well, even though we do still have very active videos from, like, the weather videos that we did between 2012 and 2014, and those videos do not earn any, any revenue. So it would be nice if we could get to 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and it would be fantastic if we could do that and start getting remonetized on the channel again. So please sub to this channel, the Gavin Parks channel, and let us know in the comments what you think. Make sure you like the videos as well. So yeah, when was it? I did a video a few months ago. I can't exactly remember when it was. Let's have a look. So it's just there, losing weight in the lockdown, 4 months ago. Did a video 4 months ago talking about the fact that I was attempting to lose weight in the lockdown. Before the lockdown, I went up to 14 stone, and I was very, very shocked when I went on the old scales, and I saw that I was up to 14 stone. It's not something that you plan, you don't realise that your weight is going up and up and up year by year, but it is something that, really creeps up on you year by year as you get older. You just put on a few more pounds more, and a few more pounds more, a few more pounds more. You try to eat all of the things that you're able to eat in your 20s. I think that's a lot of it. When you're in your 20s, early 20s, late teens, early 20s, mid-20s, you can pretty much eat whatever you want. I mean, within reason. Even then, you can overdo it, I suppose. But generally, when you're in your early 20s, you can eat pretty much anything you like. You don't really need to worry too much about your weight, because you have a very fast metabolism. So you put the calories in and you just burn it up very, very quickly. If you're in your 20s, you're going to be very active anyway. And so you tend not to have to worry too much about your weight unless you are eating extreme amounts when you're in your late teens and early mid-20s. But from around I found it was around 30, I think, but possibly might have been from around 27, but definitely from around 30 onwards. Year by year, just put on a few more pounds more. And I think more than anything, it's just as your metabolism slows down, but you carry on trying to do everything that you did when you're in your early 20s. So very gradually, year by year, the weight creeps up on you. And I have been aware for like a couple of years that, I've really started putting the weight on. You realise that gradually you're having to go up waist sizes and shirt sizes and everything, collar sizes. So you do realise that it's happening, but again, you don't take a huge amount of notice of it. But just before the lockdown, I went on the scales and I realised I've reached 14 stone, and I went to the old NHS BMI chart thing, and I realised that I was overweight. So I was in the overweight category. I wasn't obese, but I could see that it wouldn't take all that many more years before I would reach the obese category. So I knew that, within like 3 years, I would probably be like 14.5, 15 stone if I carried on as I was. And so I thought, let's start doing something about this. We've got to start trying to do something about this. And then, of course, we went into lockdown, and we started hearing about the coronavirus, how the coronavirus is particularly bad for everybody who is overweight and or obese. That it can, if you are overweight and or obese, you can have a very, very bad time with coronavirus. You can have anybody can have a bad time with coronavirus and COVID-19, but generally, it's people who are overweight, it's people who are obese, it's people who have got underlying health conditions. A lot of underlying health conditions like diabetes, for example, do go with being overweight and or obese, and so I knew at that point that it was time to start doing something about this. So we went into lockdown, and I sort of threw myself into a diet, and the target that I would get down to 12 stone. So I was aiming to lose 2 stone. And I told everybody in the video 4 months ago that when I get to 12 stone, when I get to target, I would do a follow-up video. Well, I can actually tell you that I got down to 12 stone around a couple of months ago, and I should have done the follow-up video then, but, I was always so busy with Gaz Weathers that I just didn't have time to do it. But, yeah, I am now at 12 stone. I'm actually a little bit under 12 stone. I've gone down to like upper 11 stones, so something like 11 stone 10 pounds I think I am. I'm not sure I want to lose too much more, because I think as you get old, when you're very young, when you're in your early 20s, you can be as thin as you like, really, and you always look very healthy, I think. But when you get to like middle age, if you lose too much weight, then you can actually start looking gaunt, and you can start looking ill. I don't want people thinking that I've got something wrong with me, so I'm not sure I want to lose too much weight. Possibly I could see myself going down to 11 stone, but I think where I am right now is about where I want to be. We'll have a look at BMI in a moment and see how that looks on the NHS website. But yeah, the difference is quite striking. So this is how I looked like at the beginning of the lockdown. This is a video that I did here on the vlog. I think this was in sort of April, early May time. So I had already started dieting. I had probably lost a few pounds there. But even then, I've lost a few pounds from like how I would have been, say, February time. But you can see I did look, really, really quite, really quite podgy. This is on the latest vlog. So I mean, you can see the difference, can't you? It is quite striking. I have lost quite a bit of weight there. And yeah, so I'm a lot happier with the weight that I am. Right now, I'm a lot pleased about it, and I've got a lot more energy as well, because that's the other thing you don't realise, that as your weight is going up, you do struggle for energy. And I got very, very unwell in early December last year. Now, I'm not sure if I had coronavirus then or not. It might have been COVID doing around early. It might have been flu. It might have been something else. I don't know, but it's a very, very virulent virus, and it took me ever such a long time to get over it. It absolutely floored me. I had to stop recording the weather videos, which is very, very unusual for me. In all the years that I've been doing the weather videos back to 2012, there are only like 2 or 3 occasions where I have actually not recorded or uploaded. One of them was when I had to have an operation on my mouth to get rid of a precancerous lesion. So I had to take a couple of days off then. But even then, only like a couple of days, I was very quickly back to recording, although I couldn't speak very well. And there's been a few other occasions, where I might have taken a day here and there because I don't feel very well. But generally, for me to stop recording through illness, of course I had to take time off when my father got very ill and then passed away and that. So if it's something personal, then I take time off. But for illness, it's very, very unusual for me to take time off. And I took around 5 or 6 days off in December last year. That's how much that illness floored me, and I just could not get better from it. So throughout last week, and even into last week, even just before the lockdown, I was still having abnormal blood results, and I was having to go to the doctors for blood tests every week or two to keep an eye on what my bloods were doing, and it took so very, very long to get over that illness. Now, some of it could have been because the illness itself was so very virulent, and I say it may have been coronavirus. I don't know if it was or not. But I think some of it also was due to the fact that I had sort of I had started letting myself go quite a bit, I think. And I hadn't realised I was doing it, but you can see, you can see how, to now, you can see how I had kind of started to really let myself go. And I think that a lot of the struggle to get better last winter and into the spring was down to the excess weight that I was beginning to carry. So I do feel a lot more energetic. I feel a lot better in myself. I'm in the middle of the winter update season, and I feel nowhere near as tired as I did this time last year, leading up to getting sick in December. So I'm just hoping, keeping my fingers crossed, that changing the format of the winter updates a little bit, so they're split up into two parts, and also with the weight I've lost, will mean that I don't get poorly this December. Let's have a quick look at the BMI thing, then. So this is on the NHS website. So this is the height and weight chart. Let's just check out the BMI here. So I'll just show you how I was. So I'm 5'10", so let's input that. I'm 5 foot 10 inches tall. I was 14 stone. I can't believe not 14. Wasn't that bad, but I was 14 stone, 0 pounds, and of course then I was 42, but I'm 43 now. Male as well, ethnic group, so white. And active. I have always been active. Even, I've always been an active person. I try and get out. We live in the countryside in Northamptonshire, so I'm always out and about, like walking around and that kind of thing. And I have been very, very busy in the garden as well. So I am always active. So we put in active there. And let's calculate how I was there. So this was my BMI. And you can see that I was very much in the overweight category. I had a BMI of 28. Not obese, but obese sort of gets into this from 30, I think, into this red area. So you can see that how I hadn't got all that much longer to go to move from being overweight to obese. And it's when I saw that, really, that I knew that I had got to do something to try and change things around, because you can see how close I am to moving from overweight to obese. So I was really quite alarmed when I saw that. Right, so that's how I was. And now I'll put in how I am right now. So right now I'm around 11, 10, and I've aged, of course. I'm 43 now, had another birthday. So let's see what that shows then, and that should look a great deal better. So I've now got a BMI of 23.4, and you can see that I'm in this nice, safe sort of green band just here, which is a healthy weight. So they suggest you maintain your weight. We've got lots of workouts and activity ideas to help you stay active. You can see that I am like at the upper end of the healthy range. So like the very far end of the healthy range is 12 stone, 7 pounds, and anything over that, like to 13 stone, then you are going to be overweight. So I'm kind of at the upper end of healthy. So potentially I could lose another stone. What does everybody think? Should I sort of go for another stone and try and get myself down to 11 stone? I think that would be quite difficult at my age, perhaps, but again, I have managed to go from 14 to 12, or just under 12, so maybe I could lose a few more pounds and get down to 11 stone, or should I hold things there and try and keep things there? I have been hovering around that sort of 12 stone, just under 12 stone mark for a couple of months, so I am, I'm doing well to hold steady. But what do you think? Should I go down to 11 stone and then get myself to 11 stone? If I got to 11 stone, I would be that would be like the first time I've been down to 11 stone probably since like my mid to late 20s, I would have thought. So it's been a long time since I've been 11 stone. I was 11 stone when I was in my early 20s, I know that, and probably my mid 20s as well, but it has been a very, very long time. So should I lose a few more and go down to 11 stone, or should I sort of hold steady at that level? I think if you go too thin when you're middle-aged, you do start to look a little bit ill. That's the only thing I'm a bit concerned about. I don't want people thinking that there's something wrong with me, that I'm wasting away, kind of. But you can see from the BMI that I am at the upper end of the healthy range. So I'm in two minds about it, and please let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, I'm feeling so much better now. Anyway, so if I hold steady at that weight, then you know, hopefully I will continue to feel so much better. And you know, again, it's purely down to like being in the lockdown, and I explained in the first video that that it was really bread that was my sort of downfall. I think I have never really been like a junk food addict, so I very, very rarely eat junk food. Like I very rarely eat McDonald's or anything like that. Only extremely occasionally. But I think the thing with me, the problem with me was like bread and toast, really. So you know, because I do the videos late at night, I'm recording this quite late at night. So I do videos late at night, and I was tend to get into a habit after recording, while I wait for my video to process and then upload it to YouTube. I was getting into a little bit of a habit of eating either a sandwich or eating toast late at night. Just a couple of slices, which on its own probably isn't too bad, but it's not very good for you to eat late at night anyway. But then on top of that, like having breakfast and then maybe having a sandwich for lunch, and you can very quickly get yourself into a situation where you're like eating 5 slices of bread a day, and that's far, far too much. You know, so I pretty much eliminated bread at the start of the lockdown. I completely cut it out altogether. I have started eating a little bit now, so I will, a couple of mornings a week, I will have a slice of toast, and I may have 1 sandwich a week as well for lunch, but that's my limit. So like I've gone from eating maybe 4 or 5 slices of bread a day to maybe having around 3 or 4 slices of bread a week. So it's a drastic reduction. The other thing that I did eat quite a lot of was chocolate. I am a chocolate addict. I'm a chocolate lover, and I've done quite well to give up the chocolate bars. Actually, I have started eating like those little club things, you know, orange clubs. They're like a little chocolate biscuit. So I have 2 or 3 of those a week, and that sort of does my chocolate craving enough to be able to leave off the chocolate bars that I got into a habit of eating sort of daily. So I was overdoing it with chocolate, but I have not been able to give up chocolate completely because I love it too much. I absolutely adore chocolate. If I was to go down to 11 stone, I assume I would probably have to stop eating chocolate altogether, really, and I would probably have to stop eating bread altogether, I think. So, or maybe join a gym, but of course that's quite difficult to do at the moment with lockdown, because if you're very active, of course you can eat more because you're burning off working out. So there is that option, but I don't think that would be an option to me in my personal circumstances until we're out of you know, until we're out of a pandemic, really, because I have to be very, very careful for loved ones about how much exposure I am getting to the potential to pick up the coronavirus. So I probably won't be able to join a gym until we're out of the pandemic. So for me, I would have to give up like everything, I think, everything that I like, to get myself down to 11 stone. So I'm in 2 minds about that. But yeah, I am feeling so much better. I'm feeling so much better, and I you know, I would tell anybody who is in a position where I was in, they're like around sort of my height, and they've got themselves into the overweight category. I would advise them, you know, to lose weight if they possibly can, because it does make you feel so much better. It gives you so much more energy, and it just makes you feel generally a lot happier as well, I think. If you've got more energy, you're not feeling as tired. I was in a situation in the spring, this was left over from the illness that I had, but I was in a situation in the spring where I was having to sleep every afternoon, actually. So I was in a pretty rum old set. I never let anybody know in the weather videos or anything, but early in the year I was pretty unwell, actually, and I felt very, very unwell. And I feel so much better now. So if anybody's in the situation that I was in, I would advise them to lose those pounds and lose that extra couple of stone if they possibly can. It will make you feel so much better. Of course, you've got to do it healthily. Don't sort of go into like a situation where you're starving yourself or anything like that. Just gradually reduce the things that you shouldn't be eating to excess. It is absolutely fine to eat anything, by the way. So a lot of people think that to be a healthy weight they have to give up all the things they love forever, and really I don't think that's the case. I think a little bit of what you fancy is fine for everybody, but it's when you do it in excess. And I would advise anybody to if they're in my position, they're a couple of stone overweight and they're feeling very tired and they're not feeling very well and they're struggling to get over like viruses and things like that, I would advise them to healthily lose those couple of pounds, and it will certainly give you a lot more energy and make you feel a lot better. So let me know in the comments what you think. Have you lost weight in the lockdown? Have you put on weight in the lockdown and maybe you're looking to lose some? Let me know in the comments what you think. And also, should I go further down? Should I go down to 11 stone? Let me know in the comments what you think about that as well. And yeah, I'll keep everybody informed about how it's going. But the trick, of course, when you've lost weight is keeping it off. At the moment, I am doing quite well to keep the weight off. But I know temptation is always there. Temptation is always around the corner, particularly with me and chocolate. So I'll keep everybody updated. At some point, I might, have a relapse, I suppose. But I'll keep everybody updated. And I'll let you know if we do go further down into the 11 stone bracket. Right, if you enjoyed this vlog, then please give us a like. Let us know in the comments what you think about all of this, and make sure to subscribe to this channel, and we'll be back with more vlogs very, very soon. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.